Hello, this is the Jessica Brahma channel once again. I'd like you to take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is what, yes. Can you see what I'm showing you? That is somebody's hand. That is Tinubu's hand, raising his hand up. And as he raises his hand up, you can see the canula. The canula. That's what they use when they want to insert drip or into somebody, or they want to put blood. And they also use it when they want to do chemotherapy. So Tinubu has the cannula attached to his hand as he returns from France. This is the Jessica Brahma channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I just want to, talk a little bit about what's trending online. Everybody is talking about it. The fact that Tinubu came back from France. He's been away to France, because he's been ill and he's been receiving treatment in France. And this treatment has been ongoing, as you all know. Before the elections, before the campaign started, he was missing in action. While the campaign started, he was also missing in action until after a while he came back. And they said, oh, he went to France, he went to relax, he went to rest and all that. Now the election has taken place and Tinubu went back to France again. There have been a lot of stories about Tinubu's health condition. Some say, oh, he has cancer. He's been going through chemotherapy. Others say, oh, it's something to do with the Parkinson disease. That he has Parkinson disease. And then so many stories. I don't like to dwell on his health condition because nobody has the monopoly of health. Health is of God. It's only God that guarantees who is healthy and who is not. But what bothers me about Tinubu's case really is the fact that the illnesses they're talking about in Tinubu right now are more or less age-related. Tinubu is not young and he's quite an old man. And coupled with these illnesses, it just shows that he cannot govern Nigeria. Tinubu cannot govern Nigeria. The people who are supporting Tinubu and allowing him to steal this mandate in order to be president in Nigeria, they are not being fair to themselves and they are not being fair to the nation, to the whole country. They are not being fair. Because if Tinubu gets to the seat of president of Nigeria, he will not be able to function as president. Definitely not be able to function. What you saw attached to his arm, I showed you what you see in this video. Attached to Tinubu's arm, what you see there, that cannula, they had to leave it there because the transmission, whether it's blood transmission or chemotherapy or a kind of injection they give him, it means that it's a regular one. It's something that he has to be doing regularly. Because if it's a one-off thing, they would have removed that cannula. If it's a one-off thing, they would have removed the cannula. But it's not a one-off thing. It's something that he has to be doing regularly. The transfusion, whether it's blood transfusion or chemotherapy or a particular injection, Botox or whatever injection it is they need to put into that cannula they attach to his arm. It shows that it's a regular treatment. It's ongoing treatment. It's not over yet. If it's just, oh, let's put drip. He's weak. Let's just put drip. Oh, okay, he just needs this one-off blood transfusion. Let's put it. Then they wouldn't leave the cannula on his arm. They wouldn't. So he carries around the cannula so that weekly or bi-weekly or fortnightly or monthly, they keep doing the transfusion. If it's blood transfusion or if it's chemotherapy, to burn up the cancer cells in his body or whatever it is. For that cannula to be on Tinubu's arm shows that the illness is ongoing. The treatment is ongoing. So it's a great disservice to Nigerians that Tinubu supporters, his propagandists, his thugs, his murderers, his killers are terrorizing everyone just to make sure Tinubu gets to that seat. A seat he will not be able to function in. The deputy is already a supporter of terrorism. Everybody knows that he has a link with the Boko Haram terrorists that kidnapped those schoolgirls when he was governor of Borno State. Everybody knows there's an open secret. Everybody talks about it. So by the time Tinubu gets there, he is just a placeholder for this terrorist sympathizer. So the killings are going to continue. That's what it means. Because as the killings are still going on, one will be wishing that, oh, okay, when a new government comes, it will stop. But it's the same APC government that have been sponsoring the killings that are still going to be in power. They are the people that will still be in power. The same people that have been sponsoring violence for the past 8 years, they will still be in power. I've seen a lot of videos online about people in the southern Nigeria that the headsmen took over their area and have been killing people, and they're concentrating on the young men. In the night, they keep killing young men, hacking them to death. Wherever they find them, in the farms, wherever they are, they're just killing them. Because they know there's the young men in the community that will resist them if anything, if any war breaks out. It's the young men that fight wars. If any kind of intertribal clash breaks up, it's the young men that will fight, not the old men. So they're just killing young men now in southern Nigeria. And the government doesn't want to bother about it. The soldiers have been instructed not to intervene. If they must intervene, it will be to protect the killer headsmen that Buhari have imported from Niger Republic. Everybody heard it. He's saying that if his village people in Katsina don't want him, he will japa, run to Niger Republic. That's why he's been constructing their roads, fixing their railways between them and Nigeria, having a rail link connecting them to Nigeria, spending Nigeria's budget on Niger Republic. And everybody has kept quiet. Everybody kept quiet. Allow Buhari to do this. All the people that should be speaking are keeping quiet. Oh, they've all hidden under the umbrella of APC so that the remnants can fall onto the table for them. Everybody is now looking out for the remnants that fall from the Buhari's table, the table of the Fulanis. And people are refusing to speak. Unfortunately, things are going to get worse. As long as that mandate, Obi's mandate, is not returned to him, things are going to go from worst to worst to worst. More people are going to be killed. The same kidnappings, mass kidnappings will continue. Burning of communities will continue. This is what Nigerians are going to be faced with in the next few months and years to come. Tinubu with canula in his hand represents a sick president governing a sick country, and lives are being wasted. Somebody is on social media saying international community should come and help us. They can't come to help us because they've got enough problems on their hands. Nations of the world have got enough problems on their hands. They expect us to solve our own problems by ourselves. And these few men, just people that you can count with your fingers, are holding Nigeria to ransom because they control the military and they control the police. But you know what? You know what gives me joy? There is a God that rules in the affairs of men. There's a God. Man will think that he can outsmart God. They can't outsmart God. You can outsmart your fellow human beings, but you cannot outsmart God at all. So everything is coming to a head gradually, and God is going to show us very soon that he is still God. He's still God. You cannot steal the mandate of a people and think you will enjoy it in peace and in good health. You will never. Things are going to start unfolding, and all the people who supported this looting and this stealing of the public mandate from INEC chairman, all of them are going to suffer the consequences. If you heard what I heard, that the INEC rec, the state's resident electoral commissioner in Adamawa State, was paid 2 billion naira to swing the vote in favor of APC. Before the PDP people, Atiku and all of them, make sure that they turn the whole thing, over to PDP again. The INEC commissioner was paid 2 billion naira just for state election. So you can imagine how much the federal INEC was paid. How much they were paid to swing, to steal Obi's mandate and give it to Tinubu. Oh man, it's sickening. It's so sickening. It's incredible. I can't believe we are witnessing this kind of iniquity and abominations. in broad daylight with our eyes open, and they think they have won. They can't win. They can't win. They can't. By the time we leave everything to God, I don't support violent protests. I don't. The protest we're doing already by speaking out is more than enough. And we have done our vote. We voted for Obi. Everybody came out and voted for Obi. Just watch and see what the Lord will do. Just watch. You see what God will do. And you come back to this channel to say to me, sister, you said it all. You will all see what God will do. Thank you so much for stopping by on the Jessica Brahima channel. I'm Evangelist Jess. Please click the subscribe button. Share with your friends. Share with your enemies. Share with everyone. And also click the like button as well. God bless you richly. Thank you so much.